Hi everyone, this is Dr. K. Welcome to Integrated Therapeutics Clinic. Today I want to talk about some strategies or solutions for emotional eating. In my previous video I talked about how emotional eating can be part of a vicious cycle where you feel like you cannot stop it from happening again. So these are some of the solutions that we offer in our clinic to our clients, and I want to briefly talk about some of them. You can see if those are a good fit for you or not. So the most common thing that I advise most of my clients to do is meditation. So we have to address the root cause, which is the stress. And as I said, you can't run away from stress. Stress is pervasive. It's everywhere in life. We can only deal with stress. We can only cope with stress. So these are some of the strategies to help with stress. The number one thing I prescribe is meditation. We do group sessions here in the clinic where I'm actually teaching the meditation myself. And it's much easier to learn meditation in a group rather than doing it by yourself at home. There are a lot of apps and other tools available online. There's Headspace, and some people watch YouTube videos to learn meditation. But we all have monkey minds, and we have constant thoughts coming through, whether it's from stress or anxiety or just tendency towards attention deficit that we in general have. We are overstimulated as a culture. You're constantly stimulated by different messages from social media, from text messages, from phone calls, or notifications on your desktop, laptop, your computer. You may be having other stimuli. So because of this, we are all overstimulated, we're driven, and we can't calm our minds. So as I said, the best way is to do it in a group, and if you don't have a group where you live, you're welcome to visit my clinic and attend one of the sessions. I go through a series of steps where we calm the mind completely and teach you how to do the meditation on your own at home. So meditation is actually focusing on one thing and trying to let go of all the stimuli or thoughts that are coming in your mind. And it's actually a way to build muscle. So you don't build muscle overnight. So a lot of people try meditation by themselves by using an app or YouTube or whatever once or twice, and they say this is not for me, this is for somebody who's more spiritual or who's like a monk. But meditation is meant for everybody. It's essentially a lifestyle change. I want to briefly talk about yoga. So we teach this in our center or the clinic here. You're welcome to attend one of our sessions. Most of the times people think that yoga is something for somebody who's thin, who's a woman, and who just wants more flexibility. Yoga is much more than flexibility. So yoga goes along with mindfulness. So in each posture that we do, I personally make the clients focus on their areas of the body where they have pain or stretch. So mindfulness is integrated into yoga asanas. By doing different types of asanas or postures, what it does is it works on the chakras indirectly and helps them heal the chakras. It also reduces the stress, and it makes the client calm and more focused. It's obviously a form of exercise. It increases the flexibility, but the item that I'm more interested in is the mindfulness part of the yoga. So we not only teach the exercise part, we teach the breathing part. The breathing part is sometimes more important. By doing deep breathing or abdominal breathing, by doing alternate nostril breathing, what happens is it breaks the vicious cycle. As you have noticed on some of my previous videos, I talk about the vicious cycle where people get stressed and they eat poor food, and then they become more emotional, they have sadness. So the only way to break that cycle is by doing a combination of meditation and the deep breathing. So we teach that deep breathing exercise. As I said, yoga cannot be taught on YouTube or some online source. It's best taught by somebody who's experienced and who has done it for more than 10 years. So by using the breathing exercises, by using meditation, we break the vicious cycle and help relieve the stress, and then they can focus on the other healthy habits. I'm going to briefly talk about the healthy habits on my next video series. If you're able to do exercise like aerobic exercise, you should do that. That relieves the stress, that strengthens the body, relieves the pain. And having a cuddle time with your pet or friends or family, that relieves the stress also. So there is some type of an emotional exchange where when you're relaxing with your family or friends or pets, it relieves your stress significantly. What I do not want to see happening is most of the times this is combined with alcohol, and problem is a lot of people go to the bar to relax, and sometimes their cuddle partner is not their friend, but is really the person who is working in the bar. The problem is there is relaxation with that, but it also can lead to a negative habit where alcohol gets associated with relaxation, and over a period of time it can cause addiction to alcohol, and it can also lead to dependence. So, and we talked about talking with a friend. So I want to briefly talk about self-awareness. Without breaking the vicious cycle of stress and poor eating, you cannot be self-aware. So at some point of time, if you're able to focus and if you're calm enough, you can start practicing self-awareness. So the biggest part of self-awareness is to eat when you're hungry and to stop eating when the hunger is gone. So what people experience is they start eating when they're hungry, but then they don't stop. They tend to overeat. So by being self-aware while you're eating, before you're eating, and while you're eating, you can stop eating the food when your body is full. That's the natural mechanism of the body. So that prevents overeating from happening, and that also prevents too frequent or snacking. A lot of people get into snacking. They eat 5 times, 6 times a day instead of 3 times. Some people need snacking, and I'm going to talk about that in a future video. Some people have a thinner body in general, and for them to digest a large meal, it's harder. So for them, it may be ideal to do snacking. But in general, a lot of people don't need to do snacking. So that's briefly about self-awareness. So you have a series of solutions to break this negative habit and to get out of obesity. So you have options available. It's not a lost war. So thank you for listening. I look forward to talking to you again. Bye.